Alright, I'm back for another video. So I think my first video today I started with 70 flags. And it's now 4 in the afternoon. I actually got up early, made my first video. I think it was 8 o'clock in the morning. And I've gained 6 flags all day. Okay, I was told on this track I'm supposed to go hard tires medium. And then split the race in half. Okay. So KJ All Day wanted a shout out. So shout out to KJ All Day. To be honest, he threw me some shade and set me back into the right state of mind. He told me I'm the legend, I should start acting like it. So it's the only reason why I'm still playing this game, to be honest. He also said he wants me to share my thoughts. My thoughts are, I am not enjoying this new version of the game at all. I understand I could use CC points, but My whole point is I should not have to use cheat code points in order to be competitive. That's just my take on it. I know I'm wrong, guys. I know. If I just like put $1,000 in the game and bought everything, I would have a lot more fun. Kind of defeats the purpose to me. And since I don't really have to pay attention to the game, I can just set it and forget it. I guess I can read some of the comments I've been getting. Simba Ndeso commented, "You don't even use Legacy Team 2019 to get some flags." Well, the way I see it, Hutch made a point that this was not 2019 anymore. This was now 2020, so it should be like a different game. And the funny thing is it's not actually, it's actually still the same. It's like it's all a big fraud because it's not a new game. It's still the same game. They just tweaked it so that it's like really, really, really hard to win. I'm sorry, they didn't tweak it so it's hard to win. It's real easy to win if you pay. But they tweaked it so that there really is no strategy. Case in point, someone told me that I should just put this on medium and change my tires after lap 3. Why do I even need to be here to manage that race? What he told me is you'll wind up winning because people can't pass. To me, that's an insult to the sport of Formula One. The tire wear, to me, I think is a real slap in the face to Pirelli tires. And I don't know why, if I'm still supposed to be using my 2019 cars and stats, I don't know why they took away my 2 billion coins. Me personally, I think it should have been an option of every person if they want to give up their coins in order to get CC points. Okay, Stefan Petrovic. You just go with one stop, hard to hard, because it's so hard to overtake after update. If you are first or second at the grid, you can go to softs and push for 2 laps, then switch to hards for 4 laps. And don't push. After your fuel is good, you start pushing, and at the end of lap 6, you go to softs and then push to the end. So I guess he's saying it's softs, hard, softs. I can go with softs and push for 2 laps. Okay, well there's the problem. I can't go with softs and push for 2 laps because they're gonna go bald, and whatever time I make up, I'm gonna lose on that last little bit. Florian Geyer. See, they're really pushing those boosts. Again, like it's something that I'm gonna have to pay. I have boosts. I have them. But here's the thing about the boosts. If you're new to the game and you're wondering like, oh, should I buy boosts? It's a waste of your money because you're going to use a boost at the beginning of the race, and then for every pit stop you're going to use a boost. So on most races, if you're trying to be competitive, that's 3 boosts a race. And again, you can see right down there at the bottom it says buy. See, it says buy. So buy these in order to win. That's the translation right there. That's what this game is now. See, it's like I have all these parts that I could upgrade. And if I upgraded all these parts, I would probably be competitive. I'm not going to lie. Like, I would probably be having fun if I could upgrade these parts. But when I had this team right here, right, they came and they took all this away. And then they gave me CC points. And they're like, oh, use your CC points to buy stuff. Well, here's why I don't want to use CC points. I don't know what any of this is. Right? There's no explanation for any of this. If I go out and I buy Kimi Räikkönen, I'm not going to see any of his assets until I get to Series 7. Maybe if I buy him, I'll get there a lot quicker. I'm guess that's what you guys are telling me. Like, oh, if I just do that. But again, that defeats the purpose. Like, if the whole idea of this game is to bypass this and get down to these other guys so the game is fun, why did they include all of this? Like, I'm just extremely frustrated because they took a game and they're acting like they're coming out with a different version of it. It's not different. It's the same version. It's not even 2020. All they did was put Nicholas Latifi in where Lance Stroll was. And then they moved, who was it? It was Lance Stroll and... No, it wasn't. They just added Latifi and Russell. And Ocon. No, Russell was there last year. They added Ocon and Latifi. And basically they took Giovinazzi and moved him into... Who was it? Stroll's spot? Yeah. They moved Giovinazzi into Stroll spot, and they put Latifi into Albon's spot. So it's basically the same. Like you still have like the same stats. The only difference is now when you upgrade, it's a little bit more fair on the upgrade because they give you plus on everything. Before it's like you would upgrade sometimes for nothing. It's like, oh yeah, upgrade your driver, and we're not going to give you any points for that. So I guess that's a huge plus. Yeah, they moved some of the drivers around. Again, I'm putting Carlos Sainz all the way down in Series 1, where you're not going to get his stats and you're not going to be able to upgrade him. I'm really upset with that because I think he deserves better after last season. What else? Oh, and this is the biggest scam. And this is why I'm really upset with Hutch, because last year they released this game in beta form where it wasn't finished. Right? If you guys remember the races before they did this update, you remember how there was flags in the stands? Okay, like when they first started this game, that wasn't there. Okay, another thing that they did, if you look at your car, wait, how do you do that? There used to be a room where you would look at your car. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is. It was here. Okay, when the game first started, the car just was sitting in a gray void. Over time, they added those things in the back that you see. They added that, and they added that door and that wall, and that red thing and that circle around the car. But when they first started, this was just a vision of your, like you were just looking at your car. When you go to this and you try to go to a race, that world wasn't spinning right there. It was just the you versus them with that strolling. That wasn't there. The game was really glitchy. The safety car used to cause pile-ups in the middle of the turn. Cars would go off track, and when trying to come back on the track, they would go head-to-head with another car and get stuck and cause a big pile-up. It was just like a lot of issues with the game that you could tell it was released in the beta form. And looking at this game, it's released in beta form. The main thing that differentiates, that would separate this game from last year, from the 2019, is the fact that the 2020 season has 2 new tracks. And if you can look right here, it says Zandvoort coming soon. Okay. So the whole point of putting this season out was to have that new track. And that track's not available. Okay, so yeah. Sure, this isn't in beta. I'm sure they have the other track. There's just a problem that they got to go back and fix that one. So let's go see if the other track is available. Come all the way down, and there's Vietnam. Coming soon. So the whole reason for making this new season, and even more importantly, the whole reason for taking away my 2 billion coins and starting me back at 0, was for those 2 tracks. And they didn't do that. Like, to be honest, and I know, here's the thing. I know everybody that's playing this game, everybody watching my videos, I know all of you guys would have been perfectly fine if they just made these changes with the series and added those tracks and tweaked the passing just a little bit. Right? I know you guys would be fine. But they made it so that everyone has to start down here at 0 doing these stupid $1,000 races. Have you guys ever been given something that you really liked? Like they set it in front of you and you're like, oh, right on. Okay, I like this. And then as soon as you like it, they're like, oh, wait, I'm sorry, here. This is what they meant to give you. And it's like liver and onions or something like that. That's what I get. How much money do I have? 7,500. Okay, let me start this next race. 7,500, so I'm down to a 4,000 race. Okay, Pastul. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I've been playing a couple days. I have 35 flags max, and I keep getting matched against players with Hamilton, Verstappen, or Raikkonen in Series 1. Very fun to watch your opponent win the race while you finish 21 and 23. I think Pastul is a brand new player. So him and I are sharing the same experience. So all of you guys that are saying, dude, just spend your, I know you got CC points, just spend them. Just use your cheat code points. I'm making this video more for Pastul. If you guys have used your CC points and you're like winning, I don't know. I'm not doing this for that. I'm not trying to show everyone, look, last season I did so good and I exchanged all of that for this, and now I'm much better. Because then Pastul would not be explaining. He would say, I don't understand this game. Like, I just lose. Here's Whammy TTV. YH. I don't know what that means. My tires go off quick unless you purchase someone from the point store. There's that word again, purchase. Gildardo Ariano. What I've been doing is going slow besides on the straights. Here we go with this lagging stuff. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Okay, Yaya gave me hints about not starting on green and using red or yellow or red if my car comes to a stop, which again, that's one of my pet peeves with this version. So my car is coming to a complete stop on a racetrack. Florian Geyer, you can't go with the old strategies. Most of the time I start hard, and when there is a gap, I go red and close it. Overtaking is very difficult. Often go one stop. Okay. KJ all day. F1 Manager Legend, you the best. I understand what you're meaning, but that path is aggravating for you. For me watching. I don't know how about just use your points and go for it. I messed up my CC points. That's the reason why I don't want to do it. Because there's no explanation as to what the drivers are and how often you're going to be receiving assets and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. So if I had to do it all over again, I'll buy one driver and level him up. He alone can win a race, which leads you to race crates and better drivers to win those precious coins. Look, I want you to know, I'm with you always. Like I said, last season you taught me how, and I'll forever be grateful to my teacher. Good luck. I'll be watching from Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. Thank you. See, honestly, dude, KJ all day is the only one. Is his motivation is the only reason why I'm still playing this game. To be honest. So I guess if you guys watch that video, you now know that rain doesn't matter either. That doesn't affect what you're doing. If you want to know what I think they messed up because all they really needed to do was make it so that all of your driver stats and car stats go back to their base when your tires run out. Make it so that you can only pass on the straightaways and not like loop around guys on the turns. And to be honest, I think if they would just did those two things, the game would have been fine. But I don't think they made enough money off of it. So they're changing it up to make it so that if you're new, you have to pay to be competitive. Because as long as there's CC points, cheat code points for some drivers, and all the new drivers that come in have to use these drivers, they're not going to be competitive enough to beat the guys that that already played the game. So there's always going to be somebody that's down like in the 1,000 race, 4,000 race that they're going to come up against that they're not going to have a chance, and that's not cool because there should be a separation between that. If I use cheat code points, I should be in a different category. I should be in a league with all the dudes that use cheat code points. All the guys that aren't should be in their own league. That way, if you want to use cheat code points, you can do that. But if you don't, you're not being punished for not using cheat code points. Because if you're being punished for not having cheat code points, that means the game is pay to win. And if the game is pay to win, I'm sorry, I can't get down with that. I have to get up to 32,000 in order to upgrade one of my drivers or one of my parts. So Abraham Castillo. Something I've noticed is that it is super difficult for drivers to overcome others. I have full speed on softs brand new and then can't pass a hard tire pilot. Yes, Abraham, that's the difference between last year or last season and this season, is that you can't pass anymore. So and here's what's really gonna blow your mind, Abraham, is when you're on soft tires and they go bald and you can still hold cars behind you. That's what's really gonna flip you out. When you see the car ahead of you, his tires go bald, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna make up places, and they still keep you behind them. That's what's really gonna upset you. So just be warned. There's no effect. Use soft or hard tires in speed now. Really don't get it about the game now. Yes, Simba and Deso, I agree. Andy Bills. Use your CC points. You were a great player in the season, so you should have a lot of cheat code points. Use them to purchase. There you go. Use them to pay to win Max Verstappen or Kimi or even Hamilton, because you don't deserve to grind. Hey, Andy, nobody deserves to grind. Oops. Okay, so Ramon Cressenberg. If I'm correct, Ramon Cressenberg actually had a conversation with me. Let me see if I can get to his first one. Ramon Cressenberg. I don't have a lot of CC points, haven't been playing from beginning. Ramon Cressenberg. The best strategy is to pick Series 6 and 7 drivers with CC points. Yep, you're right. That's called pay to win. Okay, since this one is already decided. KJ all day. You got to read the comments from your last video. I read the comments always, dude. Always. I always read the comments. Oliver Thompson. CC points are people who spent time and grinded within the previous season, so they was earned. Soon, all the players, maybe after second week, all the players with CC points will be at the top series league. Okay, so currently for new players, yes, it's hard, but it will get easier. Plus, big fan for a while. You taught me since I started 19. It's broke on overtake. Try to just one pit. Okay. Scott commented, have you found it more difficult to win since the update? It just seems that every strategy I had in the 29th is redundant now. Pretty pissed I put money into the game only for me to be able to use my drivers 3 times a day. Yeah, I agree, dude. You should have the option of them taking your stuff away for those CC points. I mean, to be honest, if they would have took my Kubica and my Hulkenberg away and just added the other 2 drivers in, I would have been fine with the way it was. Add some new tracks, I would have been fine, no issues. But again, it's real hard for me. This is the reason why I can't use my legendary account. Because this account, I only had like 40-something thousand coins, because after everybody started learning how to play, it was kind of hard to win. But, you know, I would go on a winning streak, get up, go down, but I was winning more than I was losing still yet. And the reason why I can't use my legendary account is mainly because of this right here. You see this that I'm hitting? I had 2 billion coins sitting up there. And it's really hard for me to look and only see 50,000 coins. I don't care how many CC points they give me. They took 2 billion coins away from me. That's the main reason why I can't use my legendary account. I wish I could gift you guys my CC points from my legendary account. I'd give them all away and close my account. That's how pissed off I am with this game. Try the hard strategy. Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. It's not the tires, it's my drivers. The drivers I have are absolute garbage. Their tire management is so junk. Their consistency is all garbage. Like, everyone's... If they have a good consistency, they don't have good tire management. They can't overtake. Everyone knows right now it's all about overtaking. Even more so than defending or consistency. Because I be driving and see my driver go off the track, which should slow him down. But when he comes back on, he just drives in front of the other guy, or I should say the other guy drives into the back of him and just goes the same speed as him down the straightaway. Don't conserve fuel because it won't do you any good if your driver's overtaking is bad. That's Nithil Aravindan. I hope I said that right. I agree. I agree with you, Nithil, but I also disagree with you. Because you're supposed to conserve fuel at some point during the race. You only have one control, and that's for your tires. And based on how you use your tires, your fuel goes along with it. So if I want to be aggressive with my tires, I'm going to burn up more fuel. If I want to be easy on my tires, I'm not going to burn as much fuel. And everyone's telling me I have to go hard, which means it's a one-stop strategy. And I can't go one-stop strategy without going slow. My tires won't make it. Mati Nagy says don't go to the pit at the same time because they will stack. So stay out with one of them and push on that lap, which stayed out. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm finding out. What I'm actually figuring out is I am no longer a team manager. I am so like on a Formula One team, there's like the pit boss, like Toto Wolff, right? Or shoot, who's the guy from McLaren? Can't remember his name. But anyway, there's the pit boss, right? And the pit boss is managing the team. Okay? On that team, there's two drivers. So the team is actually split in two. So there's driver one and there's driver two. I don't care if they say, no, the drivers are uneven, they get the even car or whatever. There's driver one and then there's driver two. And what I'm thinking is that is the way you have to play this game. So to all of you guys that are looking at this and haven't really used your CC points and you're thinking about it, I would only buy one driver with CC points. Yeah, so I would only buy one driver with CC points. So I have 240. Apparently, from what everyone's telling me, yeah, look at his tire management. It's only 29. From what everyone's telling me, I should buy Raikkonen or Verstappen. Oh, they made Max Verstappen a lot better. It looks like Max Verstappen's even better than Can anyone tell me what consistency does? See, Albon's still kind of junk. So, yeah, so what I would do, I don't know. I guess I would come and get Raikkonen. Because he has overtaking, even though his tire management's not good. None of these guys have good tire management. Perez is the same. Yeah, so if I was gonna spend, I would probably get Sebastian Vettel for 100, and I have what, 140 left. See, so here's what, a Series 5 engine, and it's not better than the engine that I have. So again, I don't need the CC points. I don't need the CC points. I just need my coins from last season. If I had my coins from last season, I'd just upgrade all my parts, and I would be on my way. Like, it wouldn't be an issue. See, look, I'm already up into Series 4. Ooh, can I use my CC points for coins? Is that possible? Can I use my CC points for bucks? Is that possible? No. I got all kinds of stuff that would make me better. I got all kinds of stuff that would make me better, dude. And like, I could probably be having fun. So, I'm gonna spare you guys this time. But just know, if from now on, if I have to watch these videos to earn coins in order to play the game or update anything, I'm gonna have to include that into my videos, because again, these videos are, it's a video series of how to play this game and how to advance without spending money. But if you're wondering, yes, I do this, like 2 times a day. I go and I watch all these videos. My last video, I was quiet. It's because I was actually watching YouTube video off on the side to keep myself entertained. Isn't that funny? I'm managing a race game and I'm watching a video about World War I to keep myself entertained. So watching black and white video of World War I is more exciting than 2020 Formula One race. KJ all day, 4 days ago. I'm winning out here. Steady climb. Can't win every race, and not in races I don't have the bank or the drivers to win. So I'm grinding out Series 4, wearing my wet boots, winning. We'll use that to move up, and so on and so on. I agree. You putting yourself back there, get some new drivers and don't look back. Um, Seth Lowe, you should get some drivers with CC points. It is on the top right of the homepage. It says CC Store. Michael D, all the whining everywhere. Damn, it's annoying. I started 3 weeks before reset, so I'm new to this game. That's why you don't understand it, Michael, because I had 2 billion freaking coins that they just took away from me. But for me, it's a great update. It feels more realistic, and I have more chance to win than last season. You guys who owned everyone with their OP drivers just need to adapt again. Soon all those crazy guys will reach the high classes and it will even out, so chill. Well, all those guys just use their CC points, so they're already there. And when you match up against somebody that's outclassing you, that's because they use their cheat code points. That's my issue with the game, Michael. So, I mean, like, you're telling me not to whine, but you kind of pointed out the reason why I'm upset. So, I guess thank you. Yeah, here's my game. Locking up. Ollie Duvhawk. I buy Verstappen and Raikkonen. There you go. There's a keyword. I bought. And they are doping God to me. Also watching another F1 Manager YouTube that chose those cars, and he is now in Series 7, I think. Okay, well, this series is about starting from scratch with no cheat code points or spending money. F1 Manager Legend. This is Bo Kim. F1 Manager Legend, that's really noble but kind of pointless for the next week or so, since 99% of the people playing now already had the game. And CC points, you're putting yourself way behind for no reason. Not really a head start if everyone else is doing it. I get why you're doing it, and in an ideal world, the matchmaking would keep completely new players away from those using CC points. I picked up Grosjean so I don't have to pit every other lap. Grinded a bit, and now I'm able to win most races up to Series 3. Still hoarding the rest of my points to fill in any rare epic parts that don't drop up in crates, which is why I don't want to spend them now. Leandro Minetti. The only way I see to gain some stuff is to try to win the points I can with my old setup for the 3 races that the game let me play. Anyway, at least, I'm thinking to leave the game until they fix it. Abraham Castillo, this is a while, 5 days ago. At the moment, I am at 20 flags running Perez and Bottas, doing hards for 1 to 2 pits per race, or maybe doing hards, softs. I'm still doing green speed for the first 4 laps and doing red for the last 4. Joel Hector Madden. If I was you, I'd contact the makers of the game to get your bucks reset. I did and got 1775, which I had before the upgrade. Also, buy the box for 99. There's that word again, buy. That will have a better driver for sure. I'm still using the same strategy that I learned from you and have completed the first 3 series, have 170 flags. So, yeah. So all the comments are pretty much the same. Either they're saying they're, except for that one guy that said, oh, I didn't really play it that much, so I'm not having an issue with it. Everyone else is saying that they're having a real hard time. If they're brand new, they're having a real hard time advancing. And everybody else is basically just telling me that I need to get, or to use my cheat code points in order to get ahead, which to me defeats the purpose. I'm trying to make this video to show how to play this game in advance. I'm sure if I grind and I grind and I grind, which is what I have to do right now watching these videos. So I just watch their videos and, you know, play their game. And, well, not really play their game, just watch the videos. So yeah, if I just watch their videos where they can make money, then they'll slowly give me enough coins. That and free crates that they give every day. I'll be able to upgrade. I'll be able to upgrade my drivers. Oh, isn't this something? There's my reward because you're locking up. So yeah, so I have to sit and I gotta watch all these videos pretty much. I know I said I was going to pause it and not show these videos, but I figured I could use that time to read you guys' comments. And that way I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So maybe that's what I'll do every day. I know you guys hate these videos now. But this isn't me, man.
I'm hiding.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna make you guys watch this buffering stuff. But anyway, this is my experience playing the game. I know you guys don't like watching me grind, and it's a shame that I have to be honest. Like I don't see why I should have to grind. And this is the kind of the point that I'm making, is that you guys that have been watching my videos for a while, you know, you sat and you watched me figure out when to upgrade parts, when to upgrade drivers, when to do a new strategy. You guys have sat and watched me tweak a lot of things about the game. But here I am with this new setup, and even I'm finding it incredibly hard. So I can't imagine what the new guys are going through that don't really understand the game. Maybe it's easier because I know last season I would go up against a lot of drivers. I would start the race on medium, and I would tell you, I'm like, oh, they're using medium power. So the race is over. They're not going to be able to compete because they're going to use up their tires and have to pit twice. But now, all of the settings that they give you in the game to tweak your strategy, none of them matter. The only thing that matters anymore is that you start in front of your opponent, and that way you'll be able to keep him behind you for the entire race. Start in front, put on hard tires. You can go slow because people aren't going to be able to pass you. You can keep all of them behind you, so if they start with soft tires, they're going to be stuck behind you and use up all of their tires, which is going to make them pit, and right there the race is over because you just destroyed their whole strategy. So, yeah, this is my experience, guys. This is why I'm having so much fun playing this game. I go through this a lot. Alright, anyway, I'm going to close up this video. If you're enjoying this, give me a subscription, hit me up with a like, give me a comment.